Hello my beauties and welcome to another vlog. I am so tired, which is the reason why my energy level is like on zero, like nada. I'm so sleepy. I don't even know why. I feel like the weekend just got me, and today's Monday. You know, Mondays are like, so I feel like that. But I wanted to make this short video just to talk about my doctor's experience and where am I at now with the whole trying to conceive thing, and just kind of shedding some light on what I'm doing now. So let's talk. Okay, so when I went to the doctor, you guys seen, I think that was it wasn't Wednesday, it was a Friday, Saturday, it was last Monday. So when I went to the doctor's last Monday, she basically let me know that I wasn't ovulating, and she believed that I wasn't ovulating, which is the reason why I haven't been getting pregnant. So I got my test results back, and because I took the pregnancy test with the blood work that I got done. I'm like really sleepy, so I'm trying to make this work. But I got the blood work done, and so my test results are here, and I already know my test results and everything because I read it like prior to, but wanted to share it with you guys. So she gave me my pregnancy test and they are negative, which we kind of knew. So right there. So which we already knew, and you guys already knew. She put me on some, she said my hormones are okay. She wanted me to start with the Provera for 7 days. So today marks day 6. Tomorrow will be my 7th day. After I do that, then once I start my menstrual cycle, then I'm to call them the day I start. I call them so I can set up an appointment to for my 21-day mark, because they want to test my 21-day to see if I'm ovulating. And once they test that, then they're gonna see what they're gonna go from, like what we're gonna do from there. So if I am ovulating, get it in. If I'm not ovulating, then they wanna try something else. However, in the meantime, between time, your girl has been doing her research. And what I found out is, because my husband, I think I told you this in some videos prior to, my husband is a researcher. So in the last video, when we were at the doctor's office, I believe you guys heard him say not to take the pills, or we're gonna see about taking the pills, can do something just naturally. So I was reading like natural ways to get this hormone, regulated on its own. And basically, everything that I've been reading has stated that I need to eat foods that really don't combat that hormone, and eat foods that actually produces that hormone. So with all that being said, foods that combat it is everything with hormones in it, genetically modified hormones in it, which are preservatives, which are foods that are from restaurants, basically, like restaurant food, even food that you can get from the grocery store that's not like organic, yeah, all of that stuff. So I just think that this is like funny, not like haha funny, but it's kind of like ooh funny, like I got myself funny because I've been wanting to go like gluten-free, and I've been wanting to do this like no restaurant food like lifestyle for a while now, and the only thing that has stopped me was the fact that I'm like, why am I really doing this? Like, I really like restaurant food. Like, I put it on my last videos. I love Andy's. If you don't have an Andy's where you live, so sorry for you. Cause I love Andy's. Andy's is so good. Like, I could be on their commercials. They don't even have commercials. But if Andy's, if you watching this and you have a commercial, get your girl on it. Like, I love Andy's. I love Overwise. If you don't have no Overwise, I'm so sorry. I love these ice cream places. So, well, Andy's is custard. Overwise is ice cream. But I love them. I love them. I love them. Now, I could do without, I love Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. I love them. I love them so much that in college I worked for them because I love them so much. And yeah, I love Chick-fil-A. Like, if Chick-fil-A was open 7 days a week and I had a payroll to cover that 7 days a week budget, I would make me a Chick-fil-A budget. But I'm not doing that because I don't want to gain weight. But with all that being said, I am going to I can't believe I'm saying this. So anything I say and put out here on these videos, because I have so many people that watch me that know me like close and personal, I know for a fact it's like all accountability purposes at this point. So anything I say, I know people's eyes are gonna be on me from every direction. So I am going restaurant free for 30 days. Now, 30 days may not seem like a lot to most people. However, it is a lot for me because I like restaurant food. I don't like it like I have to have it. I like it because it's convenient. It's like it's there and I don't have to do much but pay and go. So for 30 days, I'm going to stay out of the restaurant starting tomorrow. I won't be going to any restaurants at all. So no restaurant food for 30 days. Today is July 29th. I'm happy I don't have nothing important happening in August that I know of. So July 29th to August 29th. And I say 30 days, but I really mean a month because I think that's, well, from July 30th, to August 30th. From July 30th to August 30th, I will not be eating from any restaurants at all. No exceptions. I will not be eating from any restaurant. Now, I know you guys are like, you're married, and what if y'all have a date night? And what if he wants to go to the restaurants? That's fine. We've done this before. He's eaten before, and I had water. And we can do that. And I brought my own water because I don't trust y'all water. So I would have my bottle of Nestle purified water, and I would drink that while he eats his salad or whatever makes him protein strong. Because, you know, he be, you know. So, yeah, so that's one thing that I did want to just throw out there, put that out there. So, and that will also help with my weight loss, which I really, really like about that because it kind of goes together. So we're working on my hormones and we're also working on my weight loss all at the same time. So that will be that right there. So starting tomorrow, no restaurant foods, and no foods that will combat that hormone. So even though I may not go to a restaurant to get the food, sometimes, most of the times, all the times, grocery stores even have it, you know, where like cereal, some chicken that's not organic, that you try to get and cook on your own, and it's not organic and it has all these hormones. So we're just going to stay organic, hormone-free foods, and then we're gonna eat foods that produces progesterone, which is like all green leafy vegetables produce it. It helps it. It's really good. It's also good with fiber. It's also good with so many other things. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also going to start taking prenatals. The doctor recommended that I take prenatals, and she asked me, was I taking it? I told her no. She was like, well, I think that you should start. So this is something that you guys don't know about me that you're about to find out. I don't like taking pills. I don't like taking medicine. The Provera that I'm on is like literally like the quarter tip. It's like this big. So it's so small. And I still have to chew it because I just don't like swallowing like pills and stuff that just, I don't know, it freaks me out. I'm not really that type of person. So I don't like taking those type of pills. However, I will be going to Walgreens and getting me some prenatal pills. Hopefully there will be gummies because I had that when I was pregnant with Bella and she's perfectly fine. My baby is extremely smart, so I don't think the gummies did anything, you know, wasn't nothing wrong. And they were pig free, or what is it called? What is the not gluten, gelatin free. They didn't have, it wasn't made from gelatin, which is very weird because it's like, it's a gummy bear, and you know gummy bears have gelatin, which is pig fat. So anywho, they didn't have gelatin in it, so I will be doing that, and I'm excited for that journey. For Vera, I'm on my 6th day tomorrow, which is Tuesday, we make 7. I'm going to go get me some prenatals, and then I am not eating restaurant food for 30 days. Now the reason why I chose 30 days, I read, I don't know how true it is because everything you read isn't true, but I read that 21 days, in 21 days, if you start one thing and like start doing something and give it 21 days, it becomes a habit. And that habit becomes something like, you know, a change of a lifetime. So I want to do this for 30 days. So not only that it won't just be a habit, but it could be a lifestyle change. Because I would rather get pregnant and still be healthy, you know, even after I had all the kids that I want to have. I still want to be healthy. I don't want to just like do this for the baby. You know what I mean? So this is not just to have kids. This is just so Britney could be at her all-time healthiest point in life that she could ever be at, and that she's supposed to be at, that I'm supposed to be at. So I want to be as healthy as I'm supposed to be, as healthy as God created me to be, and I don't want to neglect my body. I felt like I'm 28 for 28 years. Well, actually not for 28 years, but for a few years now. Or actually, yeah, for 28 years, I have really been neglecting myself, thinking that what I was doing was healthy. Like, I've always been fit, or I've always been like in good shape. I was never like a fat person until after I had my daughter, and then after I got married, and it was just so much stuff that I just felt like, I just gotta eat my feelings and eat my way into my happy place. And I believe that if you do that, that is neglect. I believe that that's a sense of neglect, and we may not always know that we're neglecting ourselves. Like in our mind, we thinking that we're actually giving ourselves pleasure and, you know, doing something good for ourselves, but it's not good to overeat. It's called gluttony. And it's not good to allow your body to get out of shape and just start, you know, developing health issues when you don't have to have them. Now, some people have health issues, and some people can't have children, or their bodies are, you know, acting a different way, and they are probably the healthiest people that you've ever met. I know people, or read about people that have, you know, never eaten meat before in their life and still have cancer, or never eaten certain particular foods. And, you know, it's so crazy to me, like, how some people could just be healthy, like work out all their lives, and then they still end up with certain, you know, mental health diseases or things of that sort. So I think like those are different than like you actually just eating crappy food and then getting crappy results. And I believe that that's what has been happening with me for a while now. I remember when I first started my menstrual, I was 12 or 13. And I remember I would have them for so long, and they would be so heavy. And at this time I was going to a private school. I was going to a Christian school, and we had to wear khaki skirts and navy blue tops. And I remember sitting in class one day, and I got up to give my teacher my assignment, and when I stood up, it was like blood everywhere. And so my teacher was like, "Brittany, go to the washroom, hurry up." So at the time, I had eczema. I had a really really bad eczema. So bad, like it was everywhere. And I had it on the back of my legs. So when I went to the washroom, I was like freaking out, didn't know what to do. I'm like, my mom always told me to double pad, and I did that, and it was still coming through, because she didn't tell me to double pad, and you have to change it every few, every so often. So I would double pad and wear that pad the whole day. And I didn't know until I got home and told her what happened, and she ended up, explaining to me that I do have to change it. But I was so embarrassed that I could have actually told my teacher, like, I need help, I don't know what to do. Instead of doing that, I went back to class and I lied, and I was just like, yeah, my leg was just bleeding because I was scratching it because I have eczema. And she was just like, okay. Like, if you want to lie like that, it's okay. So when class was over, I stayed after so I could, like, ask her some questions. And then I told her, because I felt so bad for lying, I was like, yeah, so I lied about that, but this is the reason why. She was like, yeah, I knew that was the reason why. She was like, because that was just way too much for it to just be coming from your leg unless your leg is about to fall off. And so that kind of made me have like a sense of peace. But when I went to the doctor, as I got older, I went to the doctor for it, because I remember one year, I think I was a sophomore in high school, I was bleeding for like 3 months straight, nonstop, heavy. Like, I don't even understand how I even survived. Like, I don't understand how I even lived. But the doctor told my mom, like, oh, she's a slight anemic. Obviously, I'm losing so much blood. So he was like, oh, she's a slight anemic, and I would suggest like putting her on like birth control so it can like, stop it and then start it and regulate it for her. And so my mom was like, I don't know if I want to do that, because I don't want to give that like the okay for her to like do other things. And I was just like, I'm not about to do anything. Like, I just want this to stop. So she trusted that and was just like, okay, like, let's put her on it. So I was on it and I didn't stop taking it. Now, birth control, in my opinion, and I believe even the doctors recommend it, it's not for long-term use. I was on birth control from the age of like 15 or 16 until I was 21. So that's a long time to be on birth control, just taking pills for years, non-stop. And then when I finally stopped taking it, then I went like a whole year without having a cycle at all. Like a whole year. Like, I didn't have not one. And I was so freaked out, but in the same token, I was like, I'm kind of excited because I can do whatever I want to now. Like, I could go swimming, I could do all this stuff, and I don't have to ever worry about bleeding. And so when I went to another doctor, I always switched up doctors. Don't know why, but that's just the life I lived. But when I went to another doctor, my doctor was just like, yeah, maybe we can just put you on birth control just to start it back. And I was just like, I just got off of birth. I took myself off of birth control because I wanted to I thought that it would be regular by now. I don't want to keep taking birth control. And so I didn't take it. And it eventually came back. And I believe it came back because I was working out. I was like working out. And this is the time I met my husband, well, he's my husband now, but this is the time when I met him, I was in the gym working hard, like giving it my all. And I remember when I was like working out for 2 months and lost like 30 pounds. Like, I stopped eating restaurant food. I stopped doing so much stuff. And I just like focused on myself. I gave myself like my best. And everything was regular. My menstruals was regular. I didn't have to worry about anything. Like, everything was fine. And so now when I like look back on those times, all of my success stories came from me working out and not eating restaurant food. Like, I wasn't eating like sugar. I worked at a bank at the time, and I would be sitting there like if we had like a candy jar, and it would have like Jolly Ranchers and Snickers and like all this candy, and I would just be sitting up there like, oh, I don't need it. But I didn't eat it, and I had such a good result and everything. So my goal in saying all of that is so that it's kind of like a reminder to me. Like, I know where I came from, I know what I did, and I know that I don't ever have to go back until this state where I'm in right now. And so even though I love myself, like, can no one tell me, like, Britney, you're too big, or you're too ugly, or you're too anything. Like, can't no one tell me anything. I absolutely love myself. I actually love the way I look. I just know that the way I am now is not healthy for me. And so because I do acknowledge that I want to change it on my own. No one is forcing me to change. No one is trying to, like, no one can make me change, because I love me and I know who I am. I'm changing because I want to change. for the best of me. I want to be able to have more children. My goal is to hit 4 kids. I'm down 1. So 3 more to push out. That's my triplets. Come my way so we can be done. But after that, like, I just want to stay focused on me and just being the healthiest Britney I can be. I never want to, like, the reason of death would be from like a heart attack or a stroke or something that I could prevent just from what I eat. Like, I think that's the silliest thing when people like die from being obese. It's like you basically set yourself up for it, you know what I mean? And I know I'm not insensitive to the situation, because I know that sometimes people, they go through things mentally, and so many traumatic events happen where they don't have anything to turn to but food, and I understand that. Like, I totally get it. I get it. I've lived it. I am here. Like, I see it. I know that it's true. But the worst thing for me is to live this life at 28 and die for being too big, or because I let myself go. Or the worst thing for me is to not recognize that my issue got to this point and not change it so I can have more children. Like, that's just the silliest thing. I think IVF is a great thing. I believe whoever invented it is like a genius. I love the concept. However, if you can do whatever you can do on your own to heal yourself, to get your body aligned with itself, I believe go for that, and then try, other things. But like, I remember, I'm saying so much because I remember, like, I always say if I get too big, I could just like have surgery and just, get it taken off. Why waste all that money when I could just work out at the gym? The gym is so much cheaper. So, and no shade at all with getting surgery, because I wanted to, so I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not, but I believe that getting yourself together, believing in yourself, believing in your health, believing in just your overall goals will save your life. I believe that, and I'm trying to save my life now so that I can produce other lives. And I also want to save my life now so when I turn 82, I can actually see it, and I won't have to be sitting around with Alzheimer's or I lost a limb or have diabetes or a diseased heart, diseased liver, diseased kidneys. Like, I want to be healthy. Being skinny isn't always healthy, and being fat or big isn't always unhealthy. So I just want to be healthy. That's just my goal. I'm not trying to be a certain size. I'm not trying to be a 2. I just want to be healthy. If my body frame is fit for a 2, then let me get a 2. If my body frame is fit for a 14, then I will stay at a 14, which is not, because I'm at a 14 now. So, like, I just want to get in the mindset, or just get people in the mindset, like, it's not always about, like, yeah, love yourself. No self-hatred, and don't fall into self-hatred, and don't fall into what people say or have to fit a certain look. It's not about that. It's about how you feel about yourself. If someone was to come to you and tell you that you needed to lose weight because you're fat and you disgust them, or whatever the case may be, if you're not losing that weight for yourself, it's not gonna matter. You're gonna get it right back. Like, it's gonna come right back, because you're not doing it for yourself. But once you find that urge to want to do it for you, and once you get in the mindset of making yourself happy, that's all that matters. It's not about, and yeah, working out is extremely hard. Trying to eat right is extremely hard, because at first your mind is so focused on, you've been eating like all this garbage for years, or for months, or for years. Like, that's all you know, that's all your body knows. Your body even craves sugar when you eat a lot of carbs. Like, it craves all this stuff. So that's all your body knows, that repetition of the cheeseburger, the repetition of the greasy fries, the repetition of like all of this stuff. And I'm saying it because I know it, because I've lived it. I'm here, so my goal in saying all of this is, once this video is posted, there's no taking it down, there's no return. So 30 days of this fitness journey. I mean, not 30 days of this fitness journey. 30 days of this not eating restaurant food journey is where it's at. And this is for a lifetime. So I'm doing it for 30 days just to see what changes with my body. I know most things take longer than 30 days. But this is this video. This is this vlog. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Bye, beauties.